Okay, so today the job on the Calypso, we'll be changing the cam belt on it. I've already got the bits for it. I don't have gaskets because I'm going to remove the water pump and the thermostat and stuff, but I do have gasket paper, so I'll make my own. But yeah, I'm basically stripping down the front of it, getting a new cam belt on there because I have no idea how long that's been on there for. And then that's like a major job ticked off the list whilst it's already in this state, rather than putting things back together then doing it later on. I thought I'd just do it now. I've got things spray with a bit of plus gas just to try and make things easier, and then yeah, go from there. Right, let's see if I can budge the alternator because I've loosened it off a bit, but maybe not enough. Yeah, maybe do that a bit more. I'm just loosening the brackets of the alternator, so hopefully it'll just slide up so I can remove the belt. Oh, there it is. Lovely. Beautiful, beautiful. Push that there, go there for now. Oh, yeah, that belt definitely needs changing. It's stuck. Oh my god. Tell you what, can I remove this water hose out the way first? What was I using on that? Tell you what, it's a glorious day today. About 25 degrees out there, but nice and cool in the garage anyway. Okay, that should be enough really. There we are. Pop that there up the way. That's the water hose to the water pump. It will go to your radiator in there. Right, push him up. Oh my god. So stuck and crusty. Right. Now, there is a way to get the fan off. Just to give you, oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Better access, but the best way to do it really is to jam the water pump and then crack the nut that's in between this, I don't know what do you call it, pulley and the belt itself. I think there is a tool for it, but it's that easy. Just get the water pump off and then just do it on the workbench. I've done it before. Since I'm taking it off anyway, so can I get this belt out the way completely? Yes. Definitely seen better days. It's gone all not quite brittle, but you know, it's been stuck in the same position for 10 years, so it's, yeah, well past it. So what I'll do next, I'll take the thermostat out, and that again will give me better access to the water pump because there's couple of bolts under there. So I'll take this off first. Hopefully this comes off fairly easily. So I think again that's a 13, there it is. Yeah. That's come out very easily, which is good. Do that by hand. Keep that safe. And now the other one is, my fingers are on it there. That's the best way to get at that one. Use an extension tool. Ooh. Like I said, the fan is in the way there. Can I get underneath? That's where I want to be. Check the spanner might get on it, please. No. Get that annoying. That's very annoying, so I might have to take the pump off first then, just to get at that. Which is fine, so I'll nip that bolt in there so I don't lose it. And we'll start with the other ones. So, first one. I think it's a 17 on that top one, if I remember right. Let's see. Yes, it is. This one could be trouble. Trouble indeed. It's not too big to open, huh? Yeah. Got a shallow one. And a shallow one. That doesn't want to budge. Fuck. How can we fuck? That does not want to budge at all. Typical, yeah, absolutely typical. Right. That isn't the best way to do this because that's stuck. That kind of scuppers me a bit. With the old-fashioned heat. Get a blowtorch on it. Could loosen things up a bit maybe. Also a fire hazard, but see if I can get the one out. And the bottom one's come off nice. Need some more light in there. So let's see what I'm aiming for now. Oh yeah. That one's come off alright. So it's just a 17mm bolt. That's going to give me the issues. Yeah, access isn't the best doing it this way, granted. But I don't know how else. I think you need to jam this and then something like that, isn't it? How do you jam it? How do you stop that moving to crack that? Anyway, things are moving elsewhere. What did I do with the tool? One bolt out, that there, There's the one down here to get as well, isn't there? That bottom one is loose. Apologise for my big head's in the way. So, this is 17mm one that's in the way. I'm worried I might have to use some heat on it, which I didn't really want to do. Apologies, I'm just thinking of a plan. Because only tools are too big to get at it. So all I've got is this spanner. Apologies about that, the ran out of space on the camera, but good news though, so that's 17mm bolt on this side, I'll show you. Can you see it? Oh god, this bloody camera. So just under the water inlet there, there's a 17mm there. Managed to get that cracked, so just with a bit of gentle persuasion managed to get that undone. So where's my 17? There it is. So I'll be able to get the water pump and the fan off in a wanna, which to be fair will be easier to be on my books, but that one's definitely undone under there. Right. Okay, so that bottom one needs to come off a bit more. I think that's the only thing holding it on. It's very tight. There we are, tough. Oh, I'm not in the right position. So there we go. So that one was on the bottom. The 17mm was there, and there's another 13 here, but oh, look at that. Doesn't look very clever, does it? Not very clever at all. Needs a good, maybe a chemical clean in there, to be fair. But that's not what we're doing today at the moment. So I've got that off, put that on the bench. I do actually have a spare water pump here. This was off the other Capri. Obviously dust falling off. I'll give it a sandblast and stuff, and that's what it looks like now. So yeah, so there's a spare one just in case. That one's not salvageable. So now I can get the thermostat off. So I already got that one bolt earlier. So now, where's my tools? Where's my tools? I've got access under there. Can you see that there? That's where I'm getting the nut on. And that one's come off nice and easy as well, lovely. We'll see what state the thermostat's in. It could be full of gunk over years of people putting different antifreeze, different types of antifreeze and all that kind of thing. Could all congeal in there. Okay. That's ready to come off. You know what? I've seen worse. A few bits of debris in there just when I've pulled it off, but I've certainly seen worse than that. That's probably salvageable. I'll get that on the workbench. I'll probably blast these up in the sandblast cabinet, get them all cleaned up as well. But this has given me much better access to the cam belt, so I need to get the bottom pulley off now, which could be a job. I've sprayed a bit of plus gas on it, so hopefully I can get enough leverage on it, and we'll go from there. Amazing news. I thought I was going to have a light battle with this, the bottom nut. Sometimes it can be really stuck. You know, you have to put the car in gear, handbrake on, and even then it's a bit touch and go. So I put it in gear. The handbrake's not actually connected up yet, so I was a bit dubious about whether it would actually hold it. But it's actually just come loose. I still had the spanner on it, but it just came loose dead easy. So, if I take this out, I put a light down there, hopefully that's made it a bit better for you to see. There we go, nut, big washer, put that there. And this might need a bit of persuasion to come off, but maybe just a little. Okay, that seems a bit more stuck. Don't put too much pressure on it. So I'm actually moving the car back and forward to there, doing that. I just want this to come off. Let's get some plus gas in a few places. It does seem a bit stuck on. Should I use a hammer on this? You know what I mean? Just to sort of... give a bit of leverage. I'm trying to think the best way to do this without taking my hands off or anything. Okay, I can see movement on it, which is good. It just seems quite stuck in there. I need something with better leverage. Will that fit in there? Bit too big. Will this get in there? What is the best way to do this? I'm just winging it. It's definitely sliding because when I hit it with a hammer on this side, it's moving back. So it's definitely doing something. More plus gas. Maybe torch. I think I'm running out of this. Oh, there's some in the can, but where can I put this torch? I'm only trying to get this pulley off. This is annoying. It's not one thing, it's another. Oh, that's working. Wiggle, wiggle. On the shaft. Nearly there. There we have it. Camshaft pulley. That's there. Also, always remember this, which way round it goes on. So I'm going to just place that like that, just so I know that's the way it went on. Oh, it's getting warm now. So, as you can see, I now have access. Hi there guys.
Hey Greg.
How's it going?
Are you doing a video doing it now?
Yeah.
YouTube
If
it.
people want to know how to do a camshaft on a Capri.
Oh, there you go.
Cam belt, sorry, and then, then that's how you do it.
Oh, that's it. YouTube it.
Yeah.
You're the one making the YouTube.
Hey?
You're the one making the YouTube.
Yeah. I thought I'd give it a bash, and if people find it useful or people think I'm an idiot.
Wow.
Either way. Where was I? It's a wipe. Don't monkey it. It's not too bad to be fair. So to slacken it, I should be able to. Well, I can either undo that bolt there, which will slacken it. You're meant to use this, but it's a bit past it. Antipasti. I think they're Allen keys. Yeah, I just feel like I've just pushed a load of dirt and crud into there rather than. I think I'll go with my original plan of just undo this one because it's easy basically. There we are. These loose. So you see hit it that way. Ooh, tenses it up. So I just want to sort of hit it from the bottom, or the side even, because that'll bring it across as well. You see it moving? Okay. That should hopefully give us enough slack just to, oh, you can you can hear how crusty it is. Would not have liked to start it with this on. There you go. The old cam belt is out. I know Ed China does a trick where if you cut it lengthways, halfway all the way down, pull that off, put the new one on, cut that out, you can slide it all on, you don't have to time it. But I don't know how to do that, because we're placing everything in here as well. So I'll get it all timed properly. I don't actually have a strobe light, I just do it by eye. That seems to work. So there you go. There's a lot of dirt and grease in there though. Ooh, yeah. All that. Right, there's my new belt. Well, ow! It's not, ow. Why is everything stabbing me? So it's not an exact size. probably get it somewhere there. A bit better. Don't know why the camera went off, but I've got the belt somewhat in place. So that's there. The teeth are in there. Because the only thing is the teeth on that one. Yeah, the teeth on that one. Once I tension that up again, should pull everything nice and tight. Right. I'm just going to use little screwdrivers to help push it on the teeth, on the pulley, sorry. So if I tension that up, the teeth should pull into place there. What I need to do now is actually hit this. Very technical, of course. Top. There's one little bit I'm just not happy with, so let's take the tension off a bit. So I'll tighten up the tensioner, well it's not the tensioner, it's like the tensioning plate is how I do it. So don't copy me in case it goes wrong, then you blame me, so don't do that. Yeah, new belt is on. So what I'll do next is, so I've got the bits and pieces over here, that's the old belt. So see, I've got the water pump there. I'll take that apart, clean all the parts up. Thermostat and housing, I'll clean that up. The pulley's there as well, ready to go. Well, I'll probably clean that up as well. Get everything clean up in the sandblasting cabinet. And then, as per Haynes manual, reassembly is the reverse of what we've just done. What's the quote? Can't remember. I tend to just ignore it and go freestyle. But yeah, so that's what we've got at the moment. Just thought I'd give you a closer look of what's in there. So that's your bottom pulley there, that's what that'll slide onto. I know the engine block's a bit dirty, might give that a quick clean. But that's where your water pump goes. Look at the light. See, that doesn't look very good in there, does it? Makes you wonder what the rest of it's like. So I think you get like a chemical clean substance. I've used it on the other Capri before to clean out, and even in there's bits of dirt and stuff, you know. So I think it just needs a good clean out, but you can't give it a chemical clean until you run it, which means put it all back together. Yeah, so But that's it, that's your cam belt. And in case you couldn't see, that was the nut I was using to tension the belt. Just in case that tension is all a bit cruddy like mine is and doesn't resemble anything anymore, but there is a way to do it. So there you go. Right, I almost forgot to show you how I get the fan off. So this is my little contraption. So got my vise, and what I do, I put the actual impeller in the vise, so that locks it. Then I just get an adjustable into the nut there and crack that, and that's how we get the fan off. Well, that's how I get the fan off anyway in this situation. I just find it easier than people make their own tools or buy a tool that fits in on there and stuff to crack it off. But yeah, I'm going to give all this a clean up and stuff anyway, so I'm stripping it all down. I just thought I'll show you that. And a few bits over here that I'm just getting, that I've sandblasted and given a lick of paint. I'll do the same for that before putting it back together on there. So I thought I'll just show you that before I get too far ahead of myself. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, it's time to start putting things back together again after I've cleaned them up and whatnot. So we first put the washer on, right way up. And like that. Grab the pulley which goes on like so. So this was a bit tricky before, but that seems to have pushed on quite nicely. Better, a bit of copper grease on there, on that knot. So when I tighten that up, I'll pull the pulley into its proper place. I can't remember what size it was. Was it a 17? Was it a 19? So it's starting to move the engine. I've tightened that up. I'm not too concerned about that. And then, yeah, start putting the water pump and stuff back together and start putting the thermostat back in. We'll be on to a winner. Do that. Oh, weirdly as well, when I was cleaning the face up to put a new gasket on, there was 2 gaskets on top of each other on the water pump. No idea why, but it was. So yeah, you don't know what some people have done in the past, do you? So we'll get the other bits ready and get them put on. So I'm just putting the water pump back on with my homemade gasket. Never made a gasket from scratch before. I've got gasket paper and stuff and tried to offer up the remains of the old gasket and this, the water pump itself. So hopefully get a nice seal. I can't be asked taking it all back off again if it leaks. Goes on that way, get a 17. thermostat's going back in. A lot easier without the fan being in the way. Right, put that back on. Leave that there. Now I need to reassemble the front of the water pump. Again, all nicely painted up, cleaned. With the bolt. That one we don't put the one in the hole. Come on, you fucker.
Yeah, is it just real? That took ages. For what we got? 3 foot. Ready?
Right, that's that on. Get the fan back on. Actually, no, I'll put the belt on first because it'll be easier. There's my new belt. Ta-da! New belt. So you can just basically just hang there for now. Actually, what? Probably should have left some along. So remember on this, it's not righty tighty or lefty loosey, it's righty loosey, righty. No, I'm getting myself confused. It's lefty tighty, righty loosey. So the thread's different on it. So hopefully that far. There we go. Look at that. Oh, a viscous fan. Isn't there one there? I just need to get a bit on it just to nip it up. Which is very difficult to do when you've got other things in the room. But, this will nip it up though. A hammer. A hammer nips everything. Right, and now I can reconnect the alternator back up so the belt goes on the alternator and stuff, and hopefully I don't know where the cover is for the cam belt, but that can go on at a later date. But yeah, so let me get round here. Lift the alternator back up. Get it lined up on there. Sure that's where you went. Yeah. Where's me 30? Trusty 30. Touching the bracket back on. You can't see from there, shall move you around. So just bracket to the alternator, putting that back on. Okay, so that should still move on there. Yep. Ooh, why is he stuck there? Right, so my belt. Is around the water pump, around the bottom pulley, and around the alternator. Whoopsie. Nice tension on that. Just make sure I've got enough tension on it. Yeah. Oh, I've tightened him up in the wrong place. Never mind. So yeah, cam belt changed and that belt changed. I'll check the timings and stuff at a later date, because I might have to slacken it off yet if I'm a 1 tooth out or degree out or whatever. But I need to make sure else the distributor cap is all lined up and everything. So yeah, I think that will go back on there. That will go back on there. We don't hold that on. There we are. I'll tighten that up. I mean, I don't really have to connect this hose up now because it's not connected to anything on the other side, but I might as well while I'm here. What I'll do at some point as well, I'll get the rocker cover off and give that a good blast in a lick of paint as well, just to smarten things up a bit, because it already looks better at the front, a bit cleaner, tidier. This spanner's not quite the right size for this. It's like, it's also must be an Imperial. It's like in millimeters, it's probably like a 9.5 or something. I was using a 10. But yeah, there you go. That's not coming undone, which is good. Good tension, good tension. Yeah, there you go. So I've just spent a little bit of time timing it. It was a bit out because I just slapped everything back in together. So what to do is, can you see down there? The first marker is now lined up on there, on the bottom pulley. Hopefully you can see it in there. Call it the mountain and the moon. That's lined up. And in here is pointing to your number 1 cylinder, and can you see the notch on the rim of the distributor? It's pointing at that. So I obviously can't test it because it doesn't run yet. You know, lots of things missing and still to do. But yeah, so I think that'll be close enough for now. It's all I did on my other Capri when I timed it, and that one's absolutely spot on. So yeah, I might replace some of them gubbins in there. It'll look a bit dirty in there, probably could do with a good clean and everything, couldn't it? But yeah, so that's timed up, so that's a good job, well done, I think. Until it doesn't work and I've done something wrong, or I forgot to put something in, or you know, which is probably more than likely the case. But we shall see. Well, a good few hours in here now, so I think I'll go enjoy the weather out there because it's bloody glorious, as you can see. Ciao for now. So I've got some simple jobs to do. I'm going to just put all new parts in the distributor. I've got a new cap, new condenser, new contacts, etc. And got some new leads as well. I can start putting that together. What do I need on there? Flathead. This flathead's too fat. A bit more delicate. There we go. Ooh. I'm glad that came out. Pop that little screw there. Undo this thing now. There we go. That's him. Out the way. Well, I should be able to, yep, wiggle him off. Now will he just push through? How do you get that out? If I just wheel out with brute force, because it doesn't matter if he breaks, I guess. starting to move. There we are. He's out. Dangle him there for now. Here's my shiny new one. And he'll push onto there, and then he slide him in first. Like that. I'm going to there. We just need that little screw again. Screw into position. And I've dropped it. Where did it go? Luckily found it straight away. Struggling to find the hole. Oh. So that's on there. Now the old one connects down here. That's the old one out. As you can see, looking a little bit worse for wear. I'll move that out of the way. And he now goes over here and connects up to him. Okay. So they're pushed together. I'll try and put it somewhere a bit neater. Oh, this isn't dangling in the wind. Let's get over there a bit. So now the contacts. So again, where to put my screwdriver? You'll be able to just undo this one. Again, another little tiny screw that I'll probably drop. That's the contacts. And they're looking. Again, probably seen better days. So I'll move that out of the way. Get the new one. Da, 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 da. Little screwdriver. Right, this is where I'll definitely end up dropping it. It's a bit, yeah, it's a very fiddly little spot. And my fingers are too fat. Right. Right. Put it in there first. Right this way. And then get your screwdriver poisoned ready. There we go. And then he can connect onto the condenser, like so. And last piece of this little puzzle, of the internals, is new rotor arm. Top tip, always keep the old one, because sometimes the new ones aren't as good, don't work. There we are. Right, so I want to replace this with this. And okay, so he's number 1. It should go on there like so. So if I click him in place now, okay, with that empty box. So now what I can start doing is HD leads, and I've marked the old ones up. I know that's number 1, that's 3, 4 and 2, and just, yeah, do that. Big box of stuff here. Whee. See what we got. Got 4 HT leads, 1. What do you call it HT lead still when it goes from the condenser? That's condenser, the distributor to the. Can't remember what it's called. Don't remember what it's called. That one goes on there. And this one goes on there. Right. Sticks up a bit, but it'll be alright for now. Just tuck that there a bit. Right, so we'll start with number 1, which takes us to do, if we follow it, to there. Right, number 1's there. That's number 1, that goes straight to there. And the pressure spread them out away. You can go in its place. There we are. And he was going there. So I'll get me back. Little marker pen. I'm just going to put a line on it. Just one line because it's number 1. I'll do the same on the cap. And I know which is which. So I'll have to do number 2s, which is that one. I'll mark it up now. 1, 2. 1, 2. on. I'll remark it because that's much to do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. And number 2 is loose by the looks of it. So I'll put them out the way. I'll thread them under there for now. That's number 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. That'll be number 3. Sorry about that, the battery died. So they're all marked up. So that's number 1, 3, 4, 2. All marked up. So I'll take the old ones away and feed the new ones in their place. So trying to get it to bite. That's in. Tighten that up. Not to be mega tight. 2, 1. Right. Sample number 2. So I'm checking the gap compared to the old one, and it looks close enough. So that'll do me, pig. That'll do. Right, bits getting tightened up. Number 2, yeah. Feed in a little bit. And stick him on. Right, number 3. Tighten that one up. So number 3, that one, so thread him through a bit. And he doesn't reach because I've used the short one there instead of a longer one. Idiot. Right. switch a few around, I'll get the other plug in. First. That's fours. Fours are done. So just threes, but I can replace it with ones because ones is quite long. Pick number one. Okay, to threes, but I'll remark it up. Right, so he's on. So he needs to go to number 3 now. Here's this one. So what was number 3's? I'll see what. Oh, it just rub off. Now goes to 1. Stick him on that one. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay. So all that's correct now. On there like that. I think there'll be seems a bit loose, that one. I can hear it click on. It seems a bit loose. That'll be all feel like where this. On. Right, so that's new plugs, new leads, new condenser, new contacts, new rotor arm, new distributor cap, new cam belt, new gasket on the water pump and all that being cleaned up and tidied, and a new belt on the alternator. And I'm not sure if I recorded it, you might have seen, but I put a new fuel filter on. You can just see in the corner there. But yeah, canny day so far. What else is there to do? I mean, I've got wiper blades and stuff, but I think that's being a bit premature at the moment, you know. It's going to be a long time before it's actually on the road. What else? There's the oil filter. I believe it's down on this side, yeah. I mean, I doubt that's going to come off. Oh my god. I really didn't expect that to come off at all. But it has. been sat here for years. Can you see it? The oil filter just there. And I've just literally just undone it with my hand. I'm actually amazed. There we go. Oh. Oh, if I can get out the maze of wires. There you go. Fram. Who the hell are Fram? Well, I suppose I can stick the new one on. Can you tell me yet? I've noticed the new one is smaller in comparison. But as long as the seal diameter is the same, then it should be fine. Little smear of oil on the seal. I'll pop that on. Doing that. Okay, nice and hand tight. Oh well, there's another job done. Oil filter. Didn't expect to get that done so quick. I suppose the only next big thing really is putting the radiator in, connecting the hoses up, fresh oil in it. I need to put the radiator on the inside just for circulation. I could bypass it, I guess, but it depends if I have anything the right diameter and stuff. But yeah, canny jobs indeed. I'm getting quite excited now about getting this on the road again, about getting this on the road again, because I don't get a lot of time on it really, starting a family and all that kind of thing, so having a day like this on it has been really good. Got stuff done. Time's it now. It's nearly 5 o'clock here. Little one will be waking up after his second nap. I might go play with him in the garden in the paddling pool and just enjoy the weather, and then we'll have a barbecue later. Yeah, so until next time, ciao. Okay, hi, it's the next day. So just a little catch up on what we did yesterday. So it was like a new cam belt, new leads, rebuilt the distributor, new fuel, new belts, all that kind of thing. So that's good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain the oil, put some fresh stuff in now. I've been doing a little job just before recording this because I'm having a bit of trouble with the rear driver's side handbrake. I can't get it to connect on, so I tried taking it apart and that kind of thing, and I still can't do it, and I can't fathom it out. The handbrake cable's as slack as it will go, so I don't think that's the issue. It's like almost like the mechanism inside isn't giving me enough. I'll show you later anyway, because I'm going to go back to it. I just thought I'll leave that for now because I was getting a bit stressed about it. So yeah, simple one. Do an oil change. What else was there? I tried to do the handbrake, refit the radiator and the hoses, get some cooling in there. I'll nick the battery out the other Capri, see if we can get that on here, and yeah, see if you have any life in it and see if it works. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So right. Right, I'm hoping you can see that okay. So I'm just going to take the plug out. I've already loosened it off because it was a bit stuck, and to get the old stuff out. There we go. Now they do say, you know, you should have it all warmed up and stuff, but I can't do that at the moment. I didn't want to start it with probably like 15-year-old oil in it, but yeah, let's pop that. Yeah. And let that drain. So while that's draining out, we can move on to the radiator. Get some cooling in there. So thankfully, nuts are already there on either side. So hopefully it'll just slot straight in. So I'll get you set up where you can see properly, and we'll go from there. Take the old nuts out that have been handily kept in place. Some mad things on this car as well. So as you probably noticed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 horns there. No idea what tune they're playing. Probably the Dukes of Hazzard or something like that. I'm guessing that was something to do with it. I've no idea what it does. Must give it like a little compressor, give it more oomph. I don't know, but considering this is built in the same year as the Cabaret, you think a lot of things will be the same. So yeah, someone's fitted that, but there's like brackets here and there, other bits and pieces where it's just like, what is that? You know? Here is the new radiator, which I'm hoping must be a nice, simple, easy fix. So it should go about there, like that, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Right, tighten them up. I've dropped the other two on the floor. Typical. There we go. There's 1, 2. Okay. Go in there. Go in there. room on that one. Have a look. 13. Where have I put my 13 spanner? Really like no access. Okay, radio in. Nice shiny new cap. You want to put it there. Bit tighten up. I'll go on there to the overflow. Okay. That's done. So hoses. One for the bottom, this one for the top. And I've just thought, do I have Jubilee clips for this? So I've had a good rummage around in spare boxes and whatnot. I've managed to find some more clips. There are boxes of spares here behind me of all sorts of stuff. You just gather over the years, don't you? So hopefully they'll be a lot better to put on. One's still the old school type, but I've got it cleaning the sandblaster and it all freed up and works. So that'll have to go on the bigger hose at the bottom, which is less accessible, typical. So that'll be a bit chewy to get on, but I can start putting them on now. So I'll start with the top one. This one, so that way on. Put him on there. He looks a bit small, so I'll put him on that one. If I can wiggle these back on. And go. He's on. Now I just need my trusty screwdriver there. There we go. He's quite close to that actually. Even with the covers on, he'll still be. Anyway, tighten this one up. You shouldn't be going anywhere. Boy, this one might be too small. Just need it to bite. Which I think it has. Yeah, it has. Good, good, good. Right, so on. Now I have to fit the bottom hose. Don't let me forget about the oil, by the way, because that's still draining. The bottom hose has to come up into there. See, it's going to be awkward, so it's already a bit tight down there. Then I have to get that on, and then enough room to get a spanner on that. So that could be a pain. But perseverance. Put this radiator in the way. God. Okay. Oh, God. It seems a lot tighter than on the cabaret down there. Bottom hose to the radiator. Here you go. Right. So they're all about where I want them to be. Just need to tighten them up. I'll do the easy one first. And I'll get my catalogue of swear words ready to do the other one. I mean, they're very snug hoses, to be fair, so they probably don't even need tightening up that much, but I need to get enough on it. Now to get the 10mm spanner on there, which doesn't seem too bad as the clue. Lots of little movements. One. Yeah, I'm only getting like an eighth of a turn at a time or something. Not the worst job though. Really not looking forward to sorting that rear brake out. At the moment, it's almost like it's seized on, and I can't push the car back in the garage, so I just get the wheel off, take the hub off, and then yeah, hopefully you guys might be able to spot something glaringly obvious that I can't see. I'm even thinking whether I'll put the new pad gun the wrong way around or something stupid, which is very likely with me. It's all learning though, isn't it? We have a radiator and hoses. Oh. I wonder why I was one short. Take that off. Still flapping around in there. Yeah, I could have used that in the bottom one maybe, rather than that awkward thing. But at least I've got one spare, I guess. One spare box. What else was there? Obviously there's the battery. Oil. The oil. Looks like it stopped draining to me. Yep, I'd say that stopped draining. Maybe the odd drip, but that did. So I can get this out. It's a black, but it's not. It doesn't actually look that bad, to be fair. Pop that there. I need to pop that plug back in and just balance you on the jack. Right. I'll put the plug back in. What I should do is just get the tools ready for the job I'm doing instead of starting something and then having to wander off. Oopsie-daisy. Didn't mean to do that. Right, tightened up. Lower this down a bit. I just lift it up a couple of inches as well. Give me better access. There we are. Okay. So we can put some oil in now. I'll get you set up on the tripod. 2 seconds. So I'll be ready with some oil. I just took the dipstick out and given it a clean first. How much oil does this take? I think it's about just shy of 4 litres. Put that back in. I've got the classic 2050 motor oil. Oh my god. Oh my god, this does not want to come off. There's my trusty friend on this spur. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, I don't have anything handy. Get a wee bit stuck on there, like. Hasn't been taken off for a long time. Give it a little shimmy. Get that all in there. Oh, Christ. Will that come off? Sound? Motor oil, motor oil, motor oil. So in here, there's 5 litres, so I should be left with about a litre left. All load in. How's your Sunday been? Having a nice day? Look, all that nice fresh stuff going in. I have no idea, there's no gauge on this to show you whether you've got a litre left or not, but just have to use a dipstick as a rule of thumb. Very satisfying to watch. Glug, glug, glug. Probably a bit short still, but I'm just going to let that settle. I could do another little jobby while I'm here. Is one of them will be a fuse box. So I don't know if you can see on the plastic covering, you've got like, tells you which fuses go where, but do they go that way on or that way on? You know what I mean? So when you use the cabaret, I'm going to pop the bonnet on that and just have a look on there what fuses go where, because I bought a load of fuses. I mean, these ones, if you can see, I'll just zoom in. They're all intact, but I just thought just get them changed out anyway. And just, if there's any electrical faults, then at least that is ruled out straight away. So I'll do that. I'll get the fuses, pop the bonnet on the Capri, do the cabaret, and then yeah, get them all married up the same. So I'll see you in a bit. So I'll show you what I mean by the numbers possibly being upside down. So where I'm stood, the numbers are upside down to me. And I've just popped the bonnet on the cabaret, and the numbers, come on, where are you looking? Don't know if you can see from there, but the numbers are facing me. So I mean, this works, so I'm assuming that's the right way up. So I'll do the same on this one. So that, to me, should be that way up. So the numbers are facing you as you're looking at it, which makes sense. So I'll get the fuses and I'll get them changed. Pop you there. So I've got my fuses, and going off what's on here, the first one on the left, this one, should be a 16 amp. And the 16 amps are these red ones, because they say, can you see, 16 amp on them. So I'll pull that one out. There we go. Fingers are too fat. So there was a 16 amp already in there, but I don't want that one in there anymore. Next one out should be 8 amp, which is one of these white ones. Again, just double check, 8 amp on them. I'll place that one. I might give a little needle nose pliers on this, just might be easier. Pulling them out. I've knocked that one out. You need steady hands for this, because I keep dropping them. So, you go on there, you push it in a position like that. And then the next one, 8 amp again, so white one. Oh no. That'll fall out at some point somewhere. So, pop them in place like that. Next one, 8 amp again. That one for 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one, 8 amp again. That. Now the next one is a 16 amp. But this one, what does it say on it? 8 amp. So why is there 8 amp in there when there should be a 16? Which is a red one. So again, pop that in there. And the last one, 8 amp, which is another white one. Like that. So in theory, this should match up with the Cabriolet's one. If it doesn't, then I don't know why. Put the cover back on. Undo that. Yeah, if it doesn't, then I have no idea why. I mean, there's a wire being cut off here. What's that for? I don't know. But we'll marry up, so it's red, 4 whites, red, 1. Let's see if it marries up, eh? So that's different. So according to this, there should be an 8 amp in that one, not a red one. For some reason I've got a 16 in there. Do I change it? Everything seems to work. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you weren't looking. Yeah, see on this one, that should be an 8 amp, that one. You know what, I'll change it. I'll change it. And they're both exactly the same. And no one can shout at us. Apologies for the noise. There. So they're both matching now. Maybe I stuck a 16 in that one because I'd run out of the 8s previously or something. Maybe. But there we are. So, where were we before? Right, we were topping oil up, weren't we? So, let's move some stuff out of it. Get you two. We'll have a look at the dipstick, see where it's settled out at. Give it a wipe. Put it back in. But to me, it's really hard to tell actually, because I'll do it again. She's nice and dry. There could be enough in there according to this. If it's all went down proper. What's amazing is above a high level bit, but maybe once things pump around a bit. Right, okay. I'll leave that there for now. I won't put too much in. The next thing to do is I'll stick a battery in it. So I'll have to nick the one out of mine to do that, and then I wonder if they'll connect up to the battery. We'll give it a go. So I have pinched a battery from the carburetor. We'll hook this up to it. There we are, right. Which is weight, I think that one. Yeah, that's a positive, so that needs to go to that one. It needs to go onto there. Here enough. He is a bit shorter. These tangled up. Amongst all that. I think tangled up amongst all that. The fuel filter's in the way. That takes a while. I've already had one fuel filter break. So I'm just paranoid I'll accidentally break this one. So I got a bit distracted there. Someone passing by wanted to chat about the Capris. So, right. So now we're going to move push that through there. So we need to get this. Put the fuel filter back in there. The fuel filter's in a really odd place. So, for some reason, it's after the pump, where I would put it before it. The carburetors, it's before the pump. But I'll just make do with how it's set up at the moment. I might look about having to change that around at some point. And I just find it odd. Right. So the terminals are on the battery. The battery had a green light to show it's healthy. It's oil in it. I'll give that level another check to see where it's settling out at. The oil is that new. You can't even see where it goes on the market. But right, for now, what I need is to fill this up with some water, and then I'll see if it will start. Woohoo! That could be interesting, couldn't it? Because I have no idea of how the carburetor is going to react. If it's still, oh no, I can't put the water in yet. I need to connect that. Put a little bypass in there, or connect the radiator up to it. See if I can find it. So, this is the radiator I was on about. That normally goes inside the car. So I'm just completing the circuit here, coming from the water pump to this radiator back to the carburetor. And I'm just trying to push these on enough that it won't leak. But it's no buggy if it does. I'm not too fussed about that. So I'll just leave that sat on the bulkhead there for now. And then I need to get some water. So 2 seconds. I've been to collect some water. So I think this takes about just shy of 6 litres according to the manual. But you'll see. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear it sort of gurgling into the system. I've spotted a few drips from down here. I don't know whether it's coming from the hose or the body of the water pump. Or maybe my homemade gasket is not doing a good job. Okay, we've got water. I suppose the last thing we need is fuel. I'll pour some in the tank and we could be about there, ready. So I've just poured some fuel in the tank. Hopefully it's enough for it to pull through to the fuel pump down there. Water's in there. I've left the cap off for now because I want to see the water drain away. I don't mind if there's any leaks on that, to be fair. Battery's connected up. I mean, only loosely on, but it should be enough. Let's see if we have any life. In here. I'm just sitting on a helium canister as you do. There's the dash. Keys are in it. Is there any lights? Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, there's life. The wipers just went. The indicators are flashing. So we have an engine light. Very good news. Indicators flashing rapidly, telling me there's bulbs out because the indicators aren't there. What lights? I can hear a relay clicking. No washer fluid. But the wipers, ooh, I don't want to do that again in case it scratches it. But there's life. The battery's up there. It's a fuel. It's not reading any fuel. Right. Do I give it a crank? No. Dead. Okay, well, it's still positive though, so we've got lights. There's power here. Oh look, what's happened to that? Ended up smashed. Right then, so if it's dead, could that mean the starter motor is not engaging? That's seized up. So is the start motor on this side or the other side? I think it's on the other side, is it? I mean, that's your starter motor down there. I mean, it could be anything. It could be the connections. It could be, yeah, the actual starter motor, and yeah, could be quite a few things that. So would a whack with a hammer help it? Try it. I'll try giving it a tap. Bear with me. So I'll just give it a tap, the starter motor. I mean, I'm not hopeful, to be honest. So we have lights. Is that? Nothing. Diddly squat. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm still happy there's life. So electricity is flowing around it. I say it could be just the starter motor that's stuck. Because I really don't want to go around chasing wires. Because nothing's changed, you would think, in the last 13 years to warrant the if anybody's changed anything. So yeah, I think it could be that. A little tricky job that, but I'll get onto that at some point. But for now, I'm going to call it and come back to that another time. So thanks for watching. I don't know how long this episode has been. Hopefully it was entertaining. Probably not. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.